Good morning. It is Wednesday, and it is Snowmageddon Day here in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. I'm Jane, your host, and yesterday the coffee of the day was roasted chestnut, and I realized I didn't explain the flavor of it. For those of you who've never had chestnut or roasted chestnuts, it has a nutty flavor with a hint of sweetness. You know how sweet potatoes, when you eat them, you have just that hint of sweetness? That's what it tastes like. And it was really good. It was very delicious. And today we have a new flavor. And here is today's new flavor. All right. And here is today's flavor. It is hot buttered rum. Definitely hot buttered rum. It's like having Baileys and cream without the alcohol in your coffee. It has a nice flavor. Now, as you know, normally on Wednesdays I do my laundry at the laundromat. Did it yesterday. And then while I was doing that yesterday, let me tell you my bright idea. I have several totes in the kitchen, in the living room, upstairs, that are filled with yarn. So my brilliant idea, in order to compact it down, is to vacuum seal the yarn. So, in my wisdom yesterday, I went to Walmart because I thought, I'll get some more of those food saver bags. You know, the big ones. They kind of have the little fold in them that'll hold a little more so I can, put more yarn in it. I don't know about this Walmart here in Mill Hall, Pennsylvania. They ordered 2 pallets of food savers. But in their infinite wisdom, they didn't bother to order food saver bags. There is not a bag to be found anywhere of food saver bags. It's okay. I can run over to the Dollar Tree right across the street there, and I can get some of those vacuum seal bags. And they do vacuum seal and they work very well. Or I could have used what they call the magic bags. I think, I can't remember who puts them out. But basically you put your items in the bag and then you just lean on the bag to suck out the air. Those work too. But they're a little higher price, so I'm like, I'm just going to Dollar Tree. So I got plenty of vacuum seal bags to use. No problem. That's my bright idea, okay? We'll see how that works. Sometimes I wonder. But anyway, of course, because today is Snowmageddon here in this area, where we're supposed to, I'll tell you what my husband told me the other day. He said, oh yeah, we're going to get 3 feet of snow. Well, they have since lowered that down a little bit to about 22 inches of snow. And I'm kind of hoping it is like that one year that there was the big blizzard and I had to go outside and prove to my sons we had no snow whatsoever. I'm kind of hoping we're in the pocket where snow is all around us, but nothing here. I don't think that's going to happen because we're supposed to get the brunt of it. The State College is supposed to get less than what we do, so we'll see. Okay? But, when you go to the stores the day before hurricanes, snows, it's a madhouse. People are rude. They're bumping into each other. They all got to get the milk and all the bread. Why? I mean, I kind of understand the thought process behind that? In the past, you would get all the milk and all the bread because your power might go out and you would have to have sandwiches. I got no problem with that. But I don't understand the milk because these people, a lot of them aren't bright enough to know that if it's cold enough outside and your power goes out, you can actually put that milk out in the snow. It'll keep it nice and cold. You know, temperatures 28, 30, 30s. It'll keep it cold. We have a lot of people that don't stop to think about that. That just leave it in the freezer or in the refrigerator and not open the door except when they need it. So, I don't know. You know, I just wonder about those kind of things. All right. Now, I did want to talk to you about something very serious, and it's about the vaccine. There is a video that is going around, and in the video, this woman is explaining, you know, all this nonsense that there is fetal tissue in the vaccine, that there is a chip in the vaccine. No, no, no. There is no fetal tissue in this vaccine. This vaccine is not a real vaccine, you know, like the measles or those kind of things. You don't actually receive any of the virus. You're actually receiving a piece of RNA, ribonucleic acid, that actually triggers your own cell to produce a protein. So your cells have like these little things where these diseases and things and can get into. But what this does is it protects it so that you can't get into that cell. You're producing proteins that reject that cell, your own body. There's no fetal tissue in it. Microchips. There's no microchip in the vaccine. There are microchips under the labels of the vaccine bottles or tubes or the syringes. I think for the most part they are being sent out as syringes, pre-filled syringes. But the microchip label is under there. And it's basically so that the people, administrators can scan it so they know how many got to, say, Lock Haven when it gets here to the hospital. They know how many they received. They know where it was delivered. They don't know where it's injected. They don't know that it's you unless you're actually in the hospital, because most hospitals now use a system that when you receive a medication in the hospital, you have a wristband, and on the wristband they scan it and scan the medication so that it scans to go into the computer and shows that you got this antibiotic at this time and it was delivered to you so that you're not getting someone else's medicine by mistake. That kind of scanning may happen if you're in a hospital or a facility like that, but they're not tracking you. So sometimes people, you have to not listen to the nonsense. Some of it is nonsense. This is, although they're calling it a vaccine, it is something to trigger your own cells to produce a protein to protect you from actually getting this virus and or getting a milder case of it. It is your own body. They are asking to work its own system to do this. So, just a little public service announcement, I guess. Now, there is no stitch today for this stitch along because today I am actually going to start working on my blanket to put my border around. I hadn't started that yet. Normally I do it the day before, but I had some other things that I was doing last night. So I'm going to start that this afternoon after I go upstairs. I had promised Sin of Sin's Crafting World, Crochet World, a bag for Sharons Our Gifts of Love. And I realized I hadn't finished the bag and sent it to her, so I need to finish that bag today. Send her a picture of it, because I will mail the bag out to whoever wins the bag for the raffle. But I'm going to link Cin's channel below with the videos for Our Gifts of Love for Sharon to get that wheelchair. The wheelchairs are extremely expensive for Sharon, and I'm also going to link Sharon's video where she talks about how she fell in the wheelchair and it damaged it even more. I'll link that down below. But she really needs funds to get this wheelchair. They're expensive. They're anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 because they have to be fitted for the person that is using them. You can't just have any old wheelchair, you know. And especially someone who has spina bifida and is post-polio and some of the other issues that Sharon has going on physically. She needs to have something that is designed just for her. So I'll link those down below. Buy a raffle ticket. I will tell you that the bag is a kind of a bluish purple with dragonflies on it. It is beautiful fabric, and it also is going to have a zippered pouch that goes with it. And I'll show you that bag tomorrow. But and I'm giving Cin a heads up that the bag is going to be shown tomorrow, so that she can also notify that there's an addition to the prizes for the raffle. I have not had time to actually do a bunch of bags like I've done in the past for like Charlie or Sandy's sister. It just hasn't happened this time for me. Although, you know, if this goes into the new year, that might be something that happens for Cin. For Sharon. So many names. But anyway, if you've not seen those videos for Our Gifts of Love, and you can give $5, you'll get a raffle ticket, your name put in for some of the prizes. There are a lot of fantastic prizes. So if you've not done that, I would ask that you do that. Consider that a Christmas gift, not only to yourself, but to a fellow yarny person. And Sharon has a heart of gold, so I would ask that you do that. But anyway, that is it for today, and I will see you again tomorrow. And tomorrow you'll actually get to see the bag in its finished glory, along with the pouch. So everybody have a great day. Remember to be kind. And if you can, buy a raffle ticket to help out Sharon. Thank you.